Monire mosa. Tampokererani. My name is Lauren Masia Mponera. If this is your first time to be here, please do subscribe to the channel so we can grow this together, but you can also get a notification anytime that I post a new video. So in this video, we are looking at the languages spoken in Malawi, but then in Chitumbuka. What do we call them? Or what do they mean? Or something like that. So this will be a very short, short video without wasting much of your time. Let's get right into it. Okay, so in Malawi, there are several languages. Some people say about 21 or 23 or something like that. But here there are fewer than that. So Malawi languages, language in Chitumbuka is Viyowoyero. So the way it's sounding, that's the way you write. Viyowoyero. So Viyowoyero. Viyowoyero. Okay. Malawi languages. Viyoyero is plural languages. Chiyowoyero means one. Muyoya chiyoero nchi, muyoya chiyoero uri, chitumbuka. Meaning, which language do you speak? Chiyoero. So if you hear someone saying chiyoero, it means they're asking you, what language can you understand? Just say, no, no, only English or only Spanish or only that. But this is why I am here, so that you can pick some of the phrases initially, but of course, you can do more with these videos if you want to. And soon I'll also be releasing, yeah, whatever it is, but in form of more resources, which you can have them handy for you to use anytime. I don't want to to say a lot in advance, but yeah, there's a huge amount of work that I've put into this. But soon I'll make an announcement. But for the next 3 months, I'm focusing on these videos, almost one video daily for 90 days. We are on video number 6. Okay. Malawi languages in Chitumbuka. Let's get into it. Chisena. This is one of the language. Chisena is the language. The people are called the Sena people, but in Chitumbuka we say Vasena, meaning Sena people, Vasena. Vatonga, it means we're referring to people as well. Tonga people would say Vatonga. Tumbuka people would say Vatumbuka. In the next video, which will be video number, let me see if I'm getting this right, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, in video number 7, let me preempt this a little bit. I will be sharing with you a poem called Tumbuka People. And in Chitumbuka, it's called Vatumbuka. Tavatumbuka. Yeah, so there we go. It's my first poem, not my first, maybe my second poem in Chitumbuka. There's another one here on YouTube called God, I Love My Son. It was written in English, but I also read it in Chitumbuka. It's not a poem, but the way it was made, people were calling it a poem. So that was my first work in Chitumbuka. The poem that I'll be sharing in the next video is my second, and this is officially my first poem for me to translate into Chitumbuka, and I'll read to you in Chitumbuka, in English, and all of that. So I'll explain in the next video, but let's now focus on this. It's because I'm excited, so I'm all over the place a little bit. Chisena, Vasena, yeah? Chisena is the language. Chitonga is another language. So Chisena is mainly spoken in what we call lower states, lower Shire. Malawi has 3 regions. Sometimes they say four, sometimes they say five, but we know the main regions are Northern region, Central region, and Southern region. So Sena people are in the Southern region. They border with the Mozambique because Malawi, almost three-quarter of Malawi is inside of Mozambique. Just a smaller part we border with Zambia, and a smaller part we border with Tanzania. But the majority of Malawi is inside of Mozambique. So the part where Sena people are located is where they also border with Mozambique. Chitonga, Tonga people are found in a district called Nkata Bay, Mostre. Some have moved to other districts, like you find them in Salima or Nkhotakota or somewhere else, but their base has always has been known as Nkata Bay, which is one of most beautiful districts in Malawi. Of course, second from Karonga. Karonga is where I come from, so it is. Oh my God! You will hear in my poem the next video about where I come from and how beautiful it is, and the people how we are, and everything is tied up in that poem. So let's continue this. Chiao, Chiao, um, is spoken in some people they say in eastern part, but it's still southern region. Uh, by Yao people, it's Chiao, but Tumbuka too. But majority of people say Chiao with the Y-A-O-G, Yao, as in Yao people. But actually, this is how I would write if I'm writing in Chitumbuka Chiao, because that's how we say. So the people are called by Yao. Mm? It is often mistaken because majority of Yao people are Muslims. So sometimes people, it's a mistakenly would say Wasilam where you are referring to Yao people, but not all Yao people are Muslims. So it's wrong. A Muslim is a religion. Yao is the tribe. Okay. Chingoni by Wangoni people, so Chingoni language. We also have Ngoni people in Malawi. They have a story that they migrated from South Africa or thereabout. They still go, and sometimes they have things happening in Malawi, but there's a time they migrate to South Africa to do their rituals and all stuff. They are known for Ingoma dance. Um, what are Sena people known for? Okay. From because I've lived in almost all of these like capital cities of these different languages. And so I have an idea of how Sena people live, how Tonga people live, how Yao people live, how Ngoni people live, how Cheva people live, how Ngonde people live, because I used to work as a researcher, participatory action research, where you go and live with the people, collect data by living with people, and then use that data to change the situation. So the research I was working on was around girls' education. But then when we started the research, we also found that in some areas, it's not just about girls, it was about everybody really, because if the infrastructures are not there, if the teachers are, misbehaving in different ways, drunkards, abusing children, and also, so yeah. So that project enabled me to travel across the country. Malawi, as much as we say it's a small country, but it's not small in if, because the transportation system is also not developed. This is not to put down Malawi, but just the reality of things. The transport system is not really developed. In most regions, we only have one main road. The rest of the areas, it's hard to access because there are no they are seasonal roads. You can't use some time of the year or stuff like that. So it makes it a little bit sometimes difficult to travel depending on what time and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a roads are a major issue in Malawi, I think. Um, there are some things that have come up, especially in the city, which really it's not much, too little, too late kind of thing. But hey ho, so hopefully things will change, but it's still a bit. I'm not saying it like I'm saying I love Malawi. When I die, my body will go back there because that's where it belongs. Tumbuka people, Tumbuka land, Tumbuka this, Tumbuka that. But I'm just pointing out that things could be better. So where are we? It does get political sometimes, doesn't it? Okay. Chingoni, Vangoni people were here. But these people are famous with their Ingoma dance. Yao people, what are Yao people famous for? Some people say Yao women are very respectful. They are quiet. They're reserved. But as we know, sometimes being reserved, it doesn't mean that it's by choice. We don't know. I don't know. I haven't done that much research into it, but yeah. Tonga, Tonga people are famous for being clean. They are extremely clean. They cannot wear a dress that is not ironed. It can never happen. Or so they are the cleanest. They are known for that. I'm trying to remember something for Sena people because I love Sena people. Wow, Mwadokerwa, Mwadokerwa. So the language they speak, which I'm saying is Chisena, every language here, the phonetics are the same. This is why you see Tonga, Sena, da 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 da. It's the same, but it's just different dialects, really. If I'm making sense. So Mwadokerwa, you write it the same way. MWA, DOKERA, Madokerwa, RWA, the way I would write in Chitumbuka, but Madokero is a Sena word, for example. I think it means good afternoon. Madokerwa. If my memory is right, it was long ago when I worked there. I think I lived in Sanje 3 times because I loved the place. Yeah, 3 times. Even my dissertation for my bachelor's degree, I did it in Sanje, where Sena people live as well. I was exploring the tradition of what they call hyena. Hyena, hyena. In my research, it was around hyena is where when a widow is they do it's a cultural thing. Let me not get into it because the video will get too long. It's a cultural um a cultural ritual that they do to a widow where a man comes in. It just needs a different platform and different daily. Chichewa, Vachewa. Vachewa is the people who speak Chichewa, who are from the Chewa people. Chinyanja, I don't see the difference between Chinyanja and Chichewa. To me, it's the same. But people, of course, insist that no, it's different. But me, like I'm saying, I've lived in most places in Malawi. So when I hear them speak, I'm like, I can hear it. So this is Chichewa for me. But definitely there might be some distinctions within the languages. Kiangonde, Chinkondi, these are people in Karonga where I come from. Karonga is unique in its own ways because where I live we speak Chitumbuka, but the real Tumbuka people who are people from like Rumpi and places like that, they say our Chitumbuka is diluted. It's not diluted. It's Chitumbuka. This is Chitumbuka at its core, but it's how we, the tongue, whatever. But it's the same. When they're speaking, we're speaking. No one can notice the difference apart from them. Then they think that our own is diluted because we live along the lake. I'm like, that can't be a reason. So we argue around that. Yeah, but the Ngonde people, that's a totally different language. They live in this is the north part of the district. My orientation of maps, sometimes I get confused, but yeah. So they speak Chinkondi is the language. They are Ngonde people. They speak Chinkondi, Kyangonde. Yeah. So some people don't agree that their language is called Chinkondi, but Kyangonde, but that's we call it Chinkondi. And I know that if Ngonde people would watch this video, definitely I'll get some comments about it. Because Ngonde people are also known for being a bit of explicit, just like Tumbuka people. When you see something, you speak up, sort of thing. Yeah. But also, I think it's in the way how we speak up that people recognize. If you are new, you would think someone is being rude, but it's not being rude. It's how we translate our communication, but it's not being rude. It's just a different way of communicating. So yeah, Chirambia, it's also another language, but this is now in Chitipa. Chitipa is it's in Malawi, but it borders with Tanzania. They speak Chirambia, it's Lambia people, Chiromwe. They are found in the southern region. They are famous for Mlako. Mlako Aromwe is also a ritual, a tradition, or whatever we can call it, where women dance almost naked. I'm saying almost because I also know that anything I say about this, I'll see a lot of comments below. And even how I'm spelling Chiromwe, but me, because I'm translating it in Chitumbuka. So this has nothing to do with Chiromwe itself as a language, but we are translating it to Chitumbuka. So this is how I would write if I'm writing in Chitumbuka. This is how I write Chiromwe. But the Rome people themselves, they will put LHOMWE as the correct spelling for it. But this channel is about Chitumbuka, so we're saying things in Chitumbuka here. And yeah, and it's also not meant to mean anything more than that, apart from learning the language. Chinyakyusa can be KYU or Nyakyusa, CHU. This is also another group of people found in Nyakyusa. The Nyakyusas, I think they are still in Karonga, maybe in Chitipa as well. I'm not sure there, but we have Nyakyusa people in Karonga, where I come from. It's also a different language. Where they live, it's mostly, I think, they grow bananas and rice because it's the place they live is like what do we call it? Where it's swampy. Yeah, like swampy areas. Chitumbuka, finally. It's us, the Tumbuka people. But some people call Tumbuka people Wahenga. Wahenga, the language Chitumbuka itself, some people call it Chihenga. And they would call us Wahenga. So there you go. Now you know another word exists, another thing. But Wahenga, mainly they also talk about the Henga Valley. So Henga Valley is in Lumpi, it's not in Karonga. But because in Karonga, where I come from, we border with Rumpi. This is why where we are, we also speak Chitumbuka. Okay, and finally, last but not least, I guess, you will find that some schools, even my granddaughter is only 2 years old, his teacher They sent me a small video. His teacher, when he's speaking to her, he's speaking to her in English first, and then if my granddaughter is not picking it up, then she'll repeat in Chichewa, but she'll ask her to repeat in English. So somehow it has also it's becoming a first language to some children like that. Like 2-year-old is learning English, for God's sake. But this is the time that we are in. So what can we do? But yeah, I just also had to put a Pan-Africanist there because that's who I believe I am. Let's stop share for now, because it's done. We got winded a little bit because some things were blocking me, so I needed to get them out. And it just happened that it was through this video, but thank you for carrying on to the end. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. If you have questions, please do ask it. But yeah, I enjoyed making it. I hope you also enjoy. Tawonga. Yeah, Chomen. Bye. Bye.